When you have stretched your limbs and have taken off on your aspiring flight in this blazing sun, there are going to be times when you will need to stop and restore your energy. In your search for it, your efforts pay off, and your desire is fulfilled. The Almighty above says Tathastu, and you spot a beautiful patch of trees whose beautiful thick green canopy blossoms a bud of hope to seek coolness. Welcome to Tathastu, an oasis that revitalizes everyone who comes here. We are happy to greet more than 135 species of birds across the year, especially in spring and summers, when they really have to travel a lot to seek water. Hi, good morning. My name is Rishabh. I'm the general manager here at Tathastu, Pench. This is our regular exercise to clean these earthenware pots. We've placed many such earthenware pots across the resort for the birds to quench their thirst and to bathe in it. We call them the bird bath. We've religiously placed these bird baths every year. Today, we've placed cameras in prime locations, hoping to catch some action near these bird baths. I really hope that we get to see a lot of birds coming here quenching their thirst, and maybe we're able to understand a little bit about their behavior around these bird baths. It is important that we place these bird baths in a shaded area so that the water does not evaporate in the scorching heat. This is where we are going to be based, a little distant from the bird bath, hidden behind this bush. We've placed one more camera to get a closer look at these birds while they're here. It's time to wait and watch. The first ones to arrive at the scene are the tawny-bellied babblers, the smallest amongst the babbler family found in Pench Tiger Reserve. They're resident here. They love nesting in low bush, and that is in abundance over here. They spend most of their time in group. They perform their day-to-day activities in group, like we see right now. It's a beautiful sight to watch. Currently present in front of us are two vibrant bird species, the emerald dove and oriole. While some birds live in harmony, wait, I think there's some movement. This serene royalty is the Asian paradise flycatcher. Its ribbon-like elongated central tail makes it a beauty to watch. This, by the way, is also the state bird of Madhya Pradesh. Changing the location has helped. It has paid off. A few Jerdon's leafbird have come at the scene. Fortunately, we can see both the female and male in action. different from what we have been able to see right now. We've not been able to see females coming together, even though we have seen different bird varieties at the same time. They absolutely seem to love the water. The color of these birds help them camouflage in these broad-leaved trees, which is their preferred habitat. Usually these broad-leaved trees are fruit-bearing and flower-bearing trees, which also provides them, enough to feed themselves with. They're having a blast, aren't they? Great. While we were gone into the other location, in location A, our naturalists were able to take some amazing footage of a few birds, which we missed seeing physically. Let's see if we can get some footage directly out of the camera. I'm really excited for this. The first bird I can see is the spotted fantail. It has raised its tail out of excitement. It's fascinating to watch this bird, and it's more fascinating to observe other things about it. What I can clearly observe right now are the bristles. These bristles are similar to whiskers, which are found in animals. These bristles serve as the base of conveying touch and helps in orientation while they are flying. Understand the speed they are flying at. This is a spotted fantail. Its physical appearance at this stage explains why it's named a fantail. The next bird we were able to record is the black-naped monarch, an interesting one. This is a very slim and agile bird. It has this distinctive black patch on its head and a half black collar. It looks as if it's wearing a necklace. That's a male. The female, on the other hand, are duller. They have this olive brown wings and lacking black markings on their body. We could actually hear the stock-billed kingfisher. They sit somewhere far on the top, so it's difficult to see them. Um, but to hear them is a delight. Coming back to the Tickell's blue flycatcher, they prefer living in drier and scrubby areas, similar to what you can pretty much see here. And hence, they are very easily found in Pench Tiger Reserve as well because it's a dry, deciduous place. All three birds which we have captured happen to be from the flycatcher's family. I am enjoying this. I am enjoying spending this day here today. While we are at it, I really wanted to tell you what sort of utensils we use as bird bath. It's an earthenware pot which has a thick edge which enables birds to perch easily. It is also shallow so that the birds feel safe in order to come and bathe in it or quench their thirst. Thin edges like plastic cut containers or other containers with just thin edges, there's a fear for the bird to sort of tip off because it's very difficult for them to maintain balance or drink water from it with a thin edge to perch on. We've also used an earthenware pot because it keeps the water cooler in these hot days of central India. Just when we were about to call it a day, a jungle owlet arrives at the bird bath. The jungle owlet and its thick fur reminds me of mentioning how shallow bird baths are essential and how thick edges play an essential role. If, for example, an owlet, and this has happened in the past, tries to approach a bird bath which is deeper, it has more water in it, and if it tips off due to the thin edges, it might soak itself completely, and because of its thick fur, it might not be able to take a flight, which might result into something dangerous for it. What we can also see is the owl is 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 performing this panting activity, keeping its mouth open. It's essentially releasing the heat out of the mouth and trying to cool itself off. Many birds do this. There are two monarchs at the scene, which are clearly not happy about the owl being there, and they're constantly trying to sort of get rid of the owl from that location. They probably might have nested there, and they're insecure about how the owl is there, which is an apex predator. The owl is unmoved, remains unmoved by the efforts the monarchs are making. Amazing. I think we've had a very productive day today. Got to see some amazing birds. It was surprising how all the birds knew that they could all benefit from the bird baths by taking turns. Even if birds were present of different species at the same time, they showed absolute harmony near the bird bath. Amazing to watch, isn't it? We have many more amazing things which we are going to show you. Something which you don't happen to observe while you are at the Tathastu. Something which we always look at and enjoy. Stay tuned for some more vlogs which we are going to soon come up with.